Alright, so in this video I want to show you guys how you can actually use OpenVAS scanner to scan for your infrastructure vulnerability. Now, what is OpenVAS scanner? It is actually an open source scanner that you can actually use to scan your networks, your systems, and your web applications, and even beyond, to discover misconfiguration, all right, unpatched OS on your system, probably the kind, what will I say, weak passwords on your system. And then when it comes to your network, it can actually also discover your open ports and then the script and services running on your network. And you can also scan for, compliance as well. You can also use it to scan your web applications and discover some kind of weaknesses that your web application has, such as SQL injection attacks, in order to protect it before the actual attack can actually occur, right? So come with me while I show you the dashboard of OpenVAS and how it works. So this is the dashboard of OpenVAS. One of the ways you can actually install the OpenVAS very easily is that you actually download the OVA file and then you can import it into VMware, or you import it into your VirtualBox. And then from there, you can actually start launching the VM. After the VM is launched, you might need something like Kali or Ubuntu or any other OS to run it with. So in this case, you just simply put the IP address, right? Look at the OpenVAS here. This is the IP. Take the IP to open a Firefox on your Kali and then enter the IP directly and hit enter, then enter your login details. If it's your first time, you need to change the password. After that, it will bring you right here. So now, this is the dashboard, right? So what you can do to begin your scan, for example, you can actually go to scans, right here, tags. When you click on tags, you will see something like this appear. So I'm just trying to guide you, on a dashboard on how you can actually perform a simple scan. So look at these three stuffs up here, three icons. This first one means help. The second one means, let's see if it can show up so you can see that. But if I'm to click the second one, you can see tax wizard, that's it, advanced tax wizard. And then the next one here, let's see, new tax, and then new import tax. So if you want to set up your policies, that's when you go to your tax wizard to do that, and then you can actually schedule your tax from here. But if you just want a very fastest way to scan your PC, you can just go to quick, all right, which is new tax, and then under the new tax, let's see what we can actually do there. So right here, give it a name. We can just say test scan, all right, test scan. And then under the comments, what are you testing? Just like a description. Scan my, in this case, I want to scan my Metasploitable, my DVWA tool. So I will just put scan DVWA, then vulnerable web application. Then the target, I'm just going to check up what my DVWA IP is. So this is 192.168.52.139. So this is a web application I'm trying to scan. So I will enter the IP here, 192.168, right, .52.139. That's the IP. So here it says add result to asset. If you want, just fine tune it as it pleases you and your company, all right? Then once you're done, you will select the type of scanner that you want to use. Is it the OpenVAS default, or you want to use the CVE? If you use the CVE, and then it's just going to map it to the CVE with the current year as well, right? It's going to use the CVE metrics to map that. The date and the year is going to appear as well. And then is it full scan and ping and fast that you want? So fast, full and fast, you check it there. And then the next one, discovery. What do you really want the scan to do for you? You can actually select it here as well. And then order for target host, sequential. You can fine tune all this, right? Random, reverse, as if you are scanning more than one host and all that. And then this one, maximum concurrently scanned hosts, how many? That's if you are scanning the entire network. That's when you need to start fine tuning all this. If not, we just need to like click on save. And then the next thing, the scan should begin when we click on start scanning, right? So I'm going to click on save. Let me see if it says given target was invalid. All right, so let me go check again. All right, so I can just give it a name. All right, so the name was already written down. All right, let's see. So that is it. So this is the test scan. All right, now I can just go to play, and then it will start. The scan is in progress right now. So once it's done, it will reveal whatever weakness that this particular web application has. So let's wait while it scans. All right, so I'm just going to show you how you can actually use the task wizard. So you can go to task wizard while the scan is ongoing. Let me show you this. So this is the IP address that we just scanned. So you need to enter it here. And then the quickest way to do that, you can just enter it here and just say start scan. All right, look at it, start scan. It will start scanning without having to schedule it. All right, you don't need to schedule this one. You can see, look at it, immediate scan. That's it. It's scanning as well. So the next thing we can do, we can go to advanced task wizard to schedule it. So in this case now, you change the name. So in this case, this is what we call credential scan. All right, it means you have login details to supply when the scan is ongoing. So this gives you more accurate information what is happening to the host than you trying to log in remotely to perform the scan. So in other words, that one will be called non-credentials scan. All right, so let's see this. I can just say DVWA, right? I can give it a name, DVWA. Then this is the target IP as well. So start immediately or do not start immediately. So this is if you want to schedule. So in this case, in this place here, if you have your SSH credentials to supply, you can then enter it here, and then the port, if you have changed from port 22 to another port number, enter it here, and then if it is actually linked to your a server message block credentials, then you supply it as well. All right, so in this case, we are not scanning for that. Then once you're done, you can actually then create. So here, if I say DBWA and then I click on create, if you notice what is going to happen, it is also going to appear, right? Look at it, DBWA. So the next thing I can also do what? Click on scan, and then to start scanning. If you have anything to edit, you can do it right here. If you want to delete, you can click here to delete the schedule scan. And then let's see if you want to actually clone the scan. Let's say you want to rescan this in another format by cloning. You click it here, and then this one, if you want to exit, right? Now let's see what we can do again. If you want to export, rather, I mean to say export the tags, that's when you click here. So let us see what we can do. So for other types of scan that you want to perform, when the scan is done, we come right here to check for the report of the scan, right? We come here to get the report. It's because we are not done with what we are scanning. Once we are done, all the report is going to display here. The CVE is going to be mapped accordingly, and we will see what is wrong with the scan. And then in terms of the results, you can also click on the results to see, a kind of, compilation of what you have been scanning for. The weaknesses, you're going to see them under the vulnerabilities. Then notes, if you have any notes, if you want to override the scan, you can do that right here. And then in terms of your asset, the host, you can, go through this and see everything that is wrong. So this is our previous scan. You can see there, operating systems, what is wrong with them. You can also see them right here. You can see what is wrong with the operating system. This is the way the scan is going to show you. And then the TLA certificate, if something has happened to your transport layer security certificate, you will also see all of it right here. And then let's look at resilience, compliance policies. You know, we have different kind of laws that we need to comply with. So in that case, you can see end user, license agreement and all that in the Linux. Everything that you are scanning for, you're gonna see all of it. So for example, you are scanning for compliance audit like maybe PCI DSS, GDPR and so on. You can actually use OpenVAS to do all that as well. Security information, all right? So we can have all the CVEs and NVTs and then CPEs all right here. So you can look up information from here as well. And then the configuration, you can configure your targets, the port list, credentials, scan configs. And then when you're done with all these things, the scanner type that you want to use and all that, you can also go to administration. That's talking about the users that you have here, all right, and the groups that you have here. So I think with all this, we've done a kind of dashboard tour on our OpenVAS. So if you need more of this and you want to join our live sessions, feel free to use feel free to do that in the comment section or reach out to us using any of our handles and we take it off from there. All right. So let's go back to the scan that we scheduled earlier to see what exactly is going on right there. So I'm going to come back here to see if it's done scanning. So the test scan, let's see what we've gotten. Can see the status is showing done. So let us see what exactly is wrong, or probably maybe the IP address was not correct, so we can correct that as well. So from my scan, so let's see. This was the policy that I set for the scan. I couldn't see anything right there. Hold on, let me go check. Let me launch the IP and see what is going on. 192.168.52.139. I want to be sure that the IP is correct. All right. All right. Just a moment. All right, so let me see. Hold on, let me set my security here to low. Oh, security here was on high. Maybe that's why. Let me submit to low and then rescan. So you also need to take note of this. So these are variable web application. So let me go back again and try to rescan and see what exactly is going on right there. So I'll come back here. This is the second one that we do. So we can actually scan this time around to see the same IP address. Let's see what that one has. So I can actually delete this one since no information. I'm seeing one report. Just 1 minute. Let me see if it has picked anything. Let me see if it has picked anything. Okay, it actually picked. It picked something. So oh, there is nothing. Everything is 0, so there is no info, right? There's no info right there. There is nothing. So let's scan with the low security. Let's see this one. Give it a moment. This is still ongoing. The scan is still ongoing. The scan is still ongoing, so you can see queued. So let's just hold on for it to finish scanning because we have set the security level to low on the DVWA. Right here, just a moment. Here is it. Let's us see what we're going to have. I couldn't pause the video. If not, I would just say let me pause so that the video won't be too long. So I wouldn't be able to pause the video, but let's keep observing what the result is going to be like this time around. So all I need to do now is I may need to go and stop other scans so that this particular one can actually complete. So this was queued. So I'm going to stop this particular one, and then that's it. So I've stopped that one. So let this one go through this time around. Okay, so invalid or no date available, scan time, right? So the scan is still ongoing. So let me just stop and start afresh. Start. Okay, so let's see, done. You can see the analysis. So this is how OpenVAS actually presents you with the detailed analysis of your scan on your screen. So right here, tags by severity. So you can see we have 5 right here. And then we don't have anything here. Right here, this is what we have terminated. Let's see this again. There was nothing found. All right, so just hold on. Let's get the status of the scan. It's still ongoing, so please hold on while we discover what is wrong with the web application. All right, so to avoid wasting much of our time on the scan, we will come back to this. Thank you for watching, and do look out for more of our videos on this. This is going to take a long time, and we will not be able to pause the video because our live session is still ongoing. So see you in our next videos. Thank you for watching. I'll return back to the scan menu.